Something I've noticed is that the millennials and the Gen Zs are the most judgmental group of people in the world to existence. I don't know if we made them like that or what, but something that you guys need to remember, millennials and Gen Zs, okay, us Gen Xers, okay, we raised you guys, okay, maybe we screwed up, I don't know, but we didn't have Google, okay, we didn't have Facebook mommy groups, we didn't have the TikTok geniuses, we didn't have that, okay, we had us, we just had us, we had children, bring your baby home, and you figure it out. You figure it out, okay? A lot of us did it single-handedly, okay? And we loved every minute of it. That's the strange thing. We loved every minute of parenthood, okay? And I think I speak for all Gen Xers. We loved it. We saw the difference in how kids are raised, although my kids are mostly raised outside. But it was different from when we were kids, okay? But we made mistakes. We made a lot of mistakes, okay, a lot. Most of us got divorced and raised our kids single-handedly, okay? But we were fearless. We were fearless. We made mistakes and we fixed them, and we made more mistakes. Some mistakes we made twice to make sure they were mistakes, because we didn't have Google. The Googly didn't exist, okay? There was no Google, no Siri, no, that didn't exist. We couldn't ask anything. There was no chatbot. GPT was twinkle in Elon's eye, or whoever. But just remember that. We did our best, okay? We did our best. We never left you. We were there. We were there with our mistakes, with everything we did. We were there. We stuck it out. We were die hard. we stuck around, okay? So blaming us when you're adults for the mistakes we made with no resources, working 2-3 jobs to keep that shit going. Give us some credit, okay? We made mistakes, yeah, we know it, but we owned up to them. We know it. Making us feel guilty for the mistakes we made. You're still going to make your mistakes, okay? Without mistakes, you don't learn. If you never make a mistake, you're literally never doing anything, okay? It's the same as if you always succeed, you're aiming too low. I'm sorry. You can't always succeed. You have to fail, okay? And we failed at a lot of things, but we managed to raise you kids, like, by ourselves, okay? A lot of us had no help from anywhere. We did it by ourselves, okay? And yes, maybe it was our own choices, but we did it. We did it. And yeah, I just had to say that. Because I see there's a lot of the millennials and the Gen Zs will harbor resentment towards the people who raised them. And you made this mistake, you made that mistake, and make them feel guilty in their old age well, not old age, but in their midlife, it's, why are you doing that? Why would you want to make someone miserable? Why would you want to do that? Could you do it without Google? Could you solve any problem without Google or Facebook or whatever app you're using? Could you do an assignment without ChatGPT? We could. Can you actually write a sentence without using all this WID? I mean, what are you doing? We typed the whole thing out, We didn't even have cell phones. Well, we had the ones with the lots of buttons that you could do in the dark. You could do it under your desk, actually, because you could feel the buttons. We didn't have touch screens. But be gentle. Be gentle. We love you guys. We love you guys. We did our best. Maybe our best wasn't good enough for you, but hey, your turn's coming. Don't do that. Because you know what? Your children are going to see you blaming us, and they're going to blame you the same way. Okay? The wheel just keeps going round and round. Let's just show some love to your parents, man.